Hi, everyone. This is Dane, and I'm so happy to be back. Thank you all for your well wishes and your healing energies. You guys are just absolutely amazing, and I am so in awe and proud and just so happy with the community that we've built here. So, we're going to be doing things a little bit differently. Of course, always like, comment, and subscribe helps me out tremendously. And if you, yeah, and if you are interested in a reading, check out my website, danehartguidedmessages.com or daneharttarot.com. You can go to either or and book a reading if you want to. There's also a meditation and a healing if you would like that. Now, we're going to be doing this reading from the 16th to the 31st, changing things up just a little bit, kind of going back to the way that I used to do things. And so let's begin with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Aries, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Awesome. Okay. So at the heart of the reading, there's the Page of Pentacles. Now I see you venturing into something new here, Aries. There's something new to enhance your prosperity, your success, your bounty, your abundance. There is something where you're like, oh, I want to try this, or oh, let's look at it this way. But there's something new coming in for you, and that's inspiring you for the last half of May. That's really going to help you move forward in a way that gets you out of a stuck feeling. Like you feel stuck. It's almost like I'm seeing like a fly stuck on a fly trap, right? You feel stuck, you feel overwhelmed. It's like it's not moving the way that you had wanted it to. And now there's going to be a shift, a new idea, looking at something differently. And it's going to bring an excitement. And not that excitement, it's like just like a new and shiny, thing, and then I'm bored with it. No, this is something that comes forward and brings in prosperity. It brings in success into your life. Now, the challenge around that is the Knight of Swords. You're going to want things to move faster than they are going to move. And because things aren't going to move as quickly as you would like them to, Aries, you're going to get discouraged and be like, well, you know what? I'm done with this. Or you know what? This is boring. Don't give up. That is going to be one of the hardest things, but it's going to be one of the most rewarding things, because when you look back at it over time, right? At the end of the year or even further on, and I know that might sound like, wow, that's so far away, but you're going to look back and be like, wow, I'm so glad I stuck with this. Look how far I've come. Look how much I've achieved. Look at where I've gotten. There's very strong earth sign energy here, right? With the Page of Pentacles. Earth sign energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So if you're born on the cusp with Taurus, if you have earth sign energy in your chart, that comes through very strongly, or in your life. And with the Messenger of Air, the Knight of Swords, the air sign energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So if you have that energy in your chart, in your life, that comes through very strongly as well. Your voice, very important to you. You're going to learn things very quickly. You're also going to see the way that you can put that into practical use relatively quickly. But these two signs are on the complete other end of the spectrum, right? When it comes to speed, earth sign energy moves super slow, slowest moving of the signs. Air sign energy, fastest moving of the signs. So there is going to be that challenge. There is going to be that bit of a dichotomy during this time of things moving slow, building a foundation, being happy with that, then being frustrated, things should be moving faster, ideas are coming in really quickly. Write down your ideas. Write down your ideas, give yourself time to think. If you can do something that puts you in a meditative state to embrace your mind, because your mind is going to be your hero during this time. So it's going to have you thinking of new things, thinking outside of the box, picking up things beautifully and easily and just powerfully. So just be aware of that. Now, where we need to focus during this time, is the Knight of Pentacles. Again, fastest moving knight, slowest moving knight. So we have that dichotomy coming in, again, that opposite. And we could be kind of doing loggerheads with this. We can be butting heads with this energy during this time. So just be aware, slowly and steadily moving things forward. You're going to have to learn first, then act. But you're taking everything in. So your mind is this absolutely beautiful sponge of taking in all the knowledge, taking in everything that you need. The Knight of Pentacles is moving forward, building a firm foundation, building a beautiful foundation. And it moves us then to the energy that we're leaving behind, that is leaving us. And this is the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, Aries, it represents us. We are represented by the wands in the minor arcana. And so the King of Wands, as the energy that is leaving, is that we're not going to feel as in control, which doesn't mean that we're going to be out of control of things. It just means that things can feel a little bit more up in the air. Like you're not going to be an old hand at it, right? You haven't done it so many times that you could do it in your sleep type of thing. So when the King of Wands is moving away, there's also this sense of, stepping into something new, something that challenges you, and that you can feel a little bit or a lot of it out of your comfort zone, depending on what you're doing, depending on what you're looking for yourself. But there is that sense of like, there's this feeling of, I once had such good footing, and now I feel overwhelmed by this. So just be aware of that. You still have the king in you, right? You still are the king. And that is the highest of the court cards. You still are talented and successful and prosperous. But there is going to be that energy of like, okay, I need to learn things. I need to take it in. The King of Wands is also us, moving out of an energy where we could be very hot-headed, right? We could have been making decisions very quickly because we like that. We like the speed. We are the second fastest moving of the signs, right? And now we're stepping back and it's like, okay, I need to think things through, and I need to be focused not just on what I'm passionate about, but what brings in the prosperity and what I can see grow. And it grows, the fire, the passion will grow in time. It moves us then to our strength, and that's focusing on our magic. It's building our magic. Now, our strength here is also knowing when to stop, like when we need to step back and say, you know what, too much is too much. I'm not doing this. Like, this is overwhelming to me. So just knowing that energy is going to be very important for us as well. But with the Nine of Wands, there is a magic, there is a passion that is coming forward, especially in this deck. This is the Good Tarot. And when the Nine of Wands comes in, it's like, okay, I need time to learn. I need time to take it in. I need time to build my magic. Because we have been feeling, because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the Nine of Wands is somebody with a bandage around their head, leaning on a staff. They're battered, they're bruised, they've been through a lot. You've been through a lot. Your strength is that you have withstood it, but it's left its scars. So show yourself kindness, show yourself grace, and know that you need to step into quiet, into silence, into connection with your magic, with your passion, with what it is that you desire. And it brings us then to the advice for the near future. And that is the Nine of Swords. It's worry. Okay. And that's also the advice. No, this spirit was right when it said advice, like don't worry. And the near future is a sense of, I'm going to worry about this. I'm going to obsessively think about it until I can get it just right in my mind. And then I can move it forward. You will have it perfect in your mind. It's going to get muddy because it's dirt, right? It's earth sign energy. It's going to get muddy. When you plant a garden, it's never neat. It's never like, just so. You're going to have to get your hands dirty. And that's going to be okay. Don't worry so much. The near future can bring worry. It can bring doubt. It can be overthinking, overanalyzing. Let yourself be calm. Let yourself also be human. That can be something that we are having a bit of a challenge with, where it's like, okay, I can't control this, or I can't make this the way that it is in my mind or the way that I would like it. I have to let it go. It's kind of like that saying, like, if you let it go and it comes back, that's true love, type of thing. Here, it's like, let yourself fly, let yourself be free. That's going to be really important. It moves us to the advice. And this is, I love that you have 9 in a row, right? You have now 3 nines. Nines are 3 is a divine number. 9s are a human number. It's also a caring, it's a nurturing number, but it's a pragmatic number. So you have the 9 of Pentacles coming in, and the advice is stand in the moment, right? Stand in the moment, not in the future, not in the past. One hasn't happened yet, and the other one, is done. Stand right here, right now, and take in your wealth, take in your prosperity, and take in your success. All right? That is going to be a very important thing, because you're going to worry, and you're not going to be as successful, or it's not going to be as easy as it was once upon a time, or as it was for Joe Schmo down the street, or, whatever. Don't overthink it. Don't. It's going to be so easy, Aries. Let your magic, let your passion, your fire shine through, and let yourself move forward in inspiration. Now the environment is, again, night energy. Now you have 3 nights, okay? This is a time of movement. It can feel like you're always busy, you're always moving. Things don't really have as firm as a foundation as you would like them to. That's okay. That's okay. You do like movement. And music. Music is going to be very important for you during this time. There's going to be something that you listen to that's very inspiring, or you're listening to the words of songs, or you start listening to music and you've stopped for a while. Here, with the Knight of Wands, it's moving forward in fire and in passion and in creativity. You have the 2 knights that represent being on this earthly plane and showing up in the here and now. And that is going to be very important for you. It's going to be very inspiring for you. The Knight of Swords is the hero card. That is my white knight energy, where the energy comes in and it's like, okay, I'm going to save the situation. I'm going to move these things forward. It can be somebody else coming in, but I see it more as us allowing ourselves to be the hero of the story, and not taking in like the negativity of the past, and especially somebody's anger, somebody who had a tendency to yell and like kind of reign over things and be like, it has to be like this, you do it like that. It's kind of, I see it like, bad father energy type of thing. So just be aware of that. That's just how it's being shown to me. It could be a different parent, right? It could be a bad mother energy. It could be a teacher. It could be a grandparent. It could be whomever that just kind of yelled over you. It could be a partner that you would get into fights, and they just had a tendency to tower over you and yell. And that energy is leaving, which is like, thank goodness, because we're done with you. With the Knight of Wands here, the environment that we're in is very creative. It's very mobile. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of inner discovery, inner ideas, and that's going to be very important for us. But we're also going to be very passionate. Be mindful about like the passion being spiciness, and like us being a little bit too spicy, a little bit too quick to react to things. Okay, it moves us then to our hopes and our fears. And this is transformation. This is the death card. This is Scorpio energy. Time frame is October 23rd to November 21st. You should. So time is always tricky with the cards, but you should see things moving forward and really reaching a change, reaching a crescendo around Scorpio time period. That's a good time period for what we're building right now. Our fear is that something is dead in the water, right? It's not going to change. It's not going to move. Our hope is that it has transformed, that it has moved forward, and that we are going to embrace the transformations with it. There is also a sense here of harnessing our own talents. Do not try to make yourself into somebody else. There's somebody that we're looking at and we're like, oh, this person's really inspiring. I should be like them. And so we'll try to make ourselves into that person. But that person already exists. Be you. Be openly, be honestly, be beautifully you. And then the outcome is the 5 of Cups. Change your mind, change your life. I love how we end with water energy. It's the soothing energy to fire, right? And the 5 of Cups is change your mind, change your life. You're seeing things differently now. You're opening up the door to where it is that you need to be. You can look at the failures all you want to, and we can live there. We all know people who do live there, right? Very, Miss Hamishin energy from Great Expectations. You can live there. You can, she rotted away in her wedding dress until it consumed her. She literally went up in flames. So here, with the 5 of Wands, It's like, do not let the past consume your present. Turn around and see the Two of Cups, see the healing, see the love, see the connection, because you're here for great things. You're not here for endless struggle. You're just not. It moves us then to our spirit energy, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. All right, this is the magpie. It says, reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what is no longer needed. And that's it. It's like, we're going to be seeing during this time, Aries, what we have loaded our horse down with, right? As knights, what we have loaded our horse down with that is making things move slow. And we're like, but I need it. And it's like, do you really? And we're going to slowly and steadily be saying, no, I don't need this. No, I don't want that. No, but I do need this. And we're going to be getting a really clear vision of what we want, of how we want to move forward, of how we are transforming our space, our lives, and what we want for ourselves and from ourselves. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And this is self-mastery. This is the solar plexus chakra. Listen to your gut. You have really good gut intuition, Aries. And because you are represented, it's funny because Scorpio in Vedic astrology is also represented by Mars, right? And you are represented by Mars, the god of war. And Aries is the Greek name for the god of war. So you are doubly strong. And the god of war listens to his gut. When you are in a battle, you don't have time to sit there and go, oh, what about this strategy? What about this way? Well, you can't overthink. You have to act. You're very good at that. Trust that gut instinct. When you don't trust that gut instinct, that's when things go awry. When you sit there and say, oh no, but like everybody else is doing this. Who cares? Who cares? Be powerfully you. Always come from a place of love and come from a place of compassion and see yourself move forward that way. And action is very important for you. Also movement, whether it be movement of mind, movement of body, that's also going to be very important. Whatever you are capable of. So let's see here. What energy do you need to be mindful of during this time? Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. The tower. The tower. You have been through tower times and it has made you, the saying gun shy. And hopefully YouTube doesn't pick that up as anything bad. But it has made you fearful that something bad is going to happen. And it's not something bad is going to happen. It is that you have lived through an intense change in your life. And you need to be mindful of protecting ourselves from wanting to protect ourselves from ever going through that again. That we just stop, right? We stop moving forward and we just stop. And it's like, I'll hit the destruct button before somebody else gets to blindside me, right? Because I know this is coming. Let the tower go. Don't overthink it. Let the tower go. Okay? Our subconscious spirit message is the dove. It says, feel and allow a deeper sense of peace to fill you now. This is a time. This is a divine quality, and this is time. It is time for this peace to come in. It is time to take moments of peace. It is time to build those moments into a beautiful tapestry of your life. The subconscious chakra message is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below your feet, and this is rebirth. You are transforming. You are being reborn. And at times, you're not going to recognize yourself because when was a caterpillar just inching along, ever thinking, oh, I'm going to be a butterfly? Let yourself transform so that you don't even recognize you, so that you are so spectacularly magnificent. It is such an extraordinary change. It's so unbelievably powerful that you're like, oh, this is what I was always meant to be, but this is what always terrified me. And then you fly. And it brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. This is the high priest. So this is the Hierophant in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is Taurus energy. Okay, so it can be very simply be mindful of a Taurus, right? But this is also an energy of being mindful of somebody who says, bend your knee to me. The high priest was also like the king. Was he the king of kings? Yeah, pretty much. You will listen to me. You will listen to me. I am most powerful. Be mindful about that. People who are demanding absolute obedience without any thought. And it moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Four of Pentacles. Be mindful of vampiric energy, especially from the former tower time that you have been through. Be mindful of feeling chained, of feeling overwhelmed, but also be mindful, especially if you are a healer, an empath, a person who is more spiritually, psychically inclined, of not having those barriers and letting people break into your power, your prosperity, letting people take and take and take so that you just feel drained. So just be aware of that during this time. Have clear boundaries, okay? Have a way of closing yourself from the spirit world, because you do need to take a break and take care of yourself. And be mindful of old vampiric energy, old energy that is still draining you, right? But also be mindful of new energy that is following old patterns. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed end of May. Bye.